Welcome to Gbtv. I'm your host, Dominique, and I have three amazing guests with us today to share with you updates and upcoming programs happening in March here at Gail Borden. Our first special guest is our head of communications, Denise. Denise, how are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for having me, Dominique.
Wonderful. Pleasure for you to be here. All right. So, what wonderful information do you want to share with our viewers today?
Well, what I first wanted to tell everyone is welcome back to the library. Um, I hope everyone knows that the governor lifted the mask mandate for indoors this Monday. That's yesterday. So today, the signage at the library says masks are optional. We're also asking people to respect the decisions that other folks make because there's still people who are vulnerable and would like to wear their masks. So we're just saying we're going to see masks and unmasked. However, and Cindy's going to talk about this as well, in the youth department, the programmers and the presenters, they're going to be wearing masks. Seeing that, thank you. Oh, that's a beautiful one. That their children, by and large, are not vaccinated. Today's pandemic team has got 3.4% positivity in Kane County, which is much, much lower, and it's trending downwards. So that's a really great sign. However, come back to the library, use the precautions that you're comfortable with, respect other folks, but we're going to be really happy to see everyone coming back to the library in large numbers.
Wonderful. Thank you, Denise. And we're going to come back to you in just a moment. All right. So I would like to introduce our second special guest. Our special guest is Vice President of Gail Borden Foundation, Karen Fox. And how are you, Karen?
I'm fine. Thank you, Dominique, and happy to be part of talking about Gail Borden Library.
Oh, it's our pleasure.
As a member of the foundation and longtime volunteer, I'm aware of how much the annual book sale has meant to the foundation. And this year, where people are used to coming in September, mid-September for the annual book sale. And we're having another one March 16th to the 20th in a few weeks. And it's perfect timing. People are more comfortable to come to the library. It's a reason to come out and look at the thousands of items that are on display in the community room for the book sale. And for our annual budget, the book sale proceeds are very important, as the foundation likes to fund projects and displays. And from dinosaurs to space, to Super Croc, to pirates. Did I say pirates? That's coming ahead. Sometime this year, you're going to be able to see pirates, a pirate ship, and all sorts of pirate paraphernalia, I guess it would be, along that theme at Gail Borden Library. And we're also working on another special exhibit that has yet to be announced, but it's going to be wonderful for children of all ages. So we're looking forward to being able to support that. And the book sale is very important in bringing in the funds for that. I've worked as a volunteer at the book sale for the past few years, and I will tell you, the collectors come out, people come looking for children's books or cookbooks or the latest mystery or one that they meant to read and they haven't read it, classics, but also DVDs and CDs. It's a great place to shop. I know I go buy books to have at my house for my grandkids. And I know people that go in and buy for $20, they come out with stocking stuffers or party favors for the rest of the year. For a few dollars, you can get whatever you want at the library, at the community room. I have some examples. One, speaking of dinosaurs, they're great for gifts. There's picture books there for the little ones. There's a Christmas collection, holiday collection, and a great diversity of items for our diverse community. So I encourage everybody to come out and enjoy the book sale.
Well, thank you so much, Karen. Once again, we appreciate you being here and joining us today. All right, so our final guest, or actually our third guest, and she is a regular special guest to our GBTV series, as well as our famous Facebook Live programmers, Miss Cindy. Hi, Miss Cindy, how are you?
Hello, it's so great to see everyone. Octavia is here with us, and I think some of the children have met Octavia during our virtual story times. Well, she wanted to come with today to welcome you all back to story time and welcome back to our room. We want to talk first. Octavia and I want to tell you about the Early Learning Center. So the Early Learning Center is open and the climbing area is opened, and we have a soft opening of toys that we are playing with. We have baby dolls that you can play with. We have dinosaurs that you can play with. And we have some trucks that you can play with. So there are some toys in the Early Learning Center that weren't there before. So story time is starting again. We are going to have in-person story times, lots and lots of story times. We have a new story time that's called it's a story time we've had before. It's called 1, 2, 3, go. But it's a drop-in story time. We haven't had a drop-in story time for a while. So you can drop in on Mondays to the community room. That program is for 1-year-olds, 2-year-olds, and 3-year-olds. Siblings, of course, of older ages are welcome to come to this program, but the program is designed for 1-year-olds, 2-year-olds, and 3-year-olds. So that should be lots of fun. Also, we have a lot of special programs coming during spring break at the end of the month. We have a story time on magic. We have a story time on friendship, things that go. So you can sign up for that during spring break. We do have a few virtual programs that you can come to too. One of them is our Spanish. Our Spanish story time is still virtual. You can go to that. When you come into the Early Learning Center, you can also do a scavenger hunt. We're looking for pots of gold. And when you find them, you can get a sticker. I also want to tell you a little bit about what's going on in the youth center. Lots of fun things. So, did you know that you can sign up to put your collection in our display cases? This is the sheet that you'll need to fill out. But we have some really cool collections, and it's fun to look at. Right now, we have a cool car collection and Beanie Boos, which I've never seen before, Beanie Boos. So if you come into the youth center, you can look at our displays, and you can also sign up to put your own display in. When you walk around the room, you'll find different things next to our books displays. This one's is an activity that you can take home, and it is a kindness card. And here, one of the things that says, I am lucky that you're my friend because, so you can make a special St. Patrick's Day kindness card. Let's see what else. You could learn to draw a manatee. Ooh, something else here. And did you know that was Happy National Pig Day on March 1st? So you could do some coloring sheets. One of the librarians told me we do not have crayons out in the youth center or in the Early Learning Center, but if you wanted to do a coloring sheet and you were here, especially during spring break, bring your own crayons and then you can help yourself to our coloring sheets. Also, I want to tell you just a little bit about things for older children. We have a spring break DIY paper craft animal, and that's for grades 6 through 8th, and you can also do a stop animation movie. You can film your own movie, so you can sign up for that too. Well, I hope you all come back and visit the library and sign up for story times and go to our website and see what else you can sign up for and do here at the library.
Wonderful, great. All right, I would like to go back to our first guest, which is Denise, Head of Communication, to learn more about exciting things that you will find here at Gail Borden.
Well, Cindy, I'm bowled over about what's happening in youth. Like, I can sign up for a stop animation movie. I'm like, can adults do this, or is this just for kids?
Just for kids.
Sorry, okay. But we do have something for everyone. And again, that's what I love, and I'm sure everyone here loves about working in a library environment, is we've got something for everyone. And in honor of Women's History Month, we've got a special new exhibit that's opening in 2 days. And it's based off of Mike Alf's book, which was Elgin, A Woman's City. And he covers a lot of people that, oh, there we go. Karen, I believe, is in this book. Thank you, Karen. And if Karen, everyone knows that Karen does so much wonderful things in this community. And I'm proud to have her affiliated with this library. But the exhibit that's coming is going to feature people like Emmeline Church. And Emmeline Church, if people can remember, is married to Gail Borden. She convinces Gail Borden to locate his milk factory in Elgin, Illinois. And then as the years go by, as the factory is opened and the Gail Borden is no longer with us, but what do his stepsons decide to do but to provide the first building, the mansion, the Schofield Mansion, so that Gail Borden would have its first library home. But the bequest said it would forever be known as Gail Borden Library. So that's a wonderful story. And so she will be one of the people that is featured in this. I'm just going to read just a few other. Mildred Engelbrecht was a graduate of Elgin High, and she ends up being the head of the Department of Bacteriology and Medical Technology at the University of Alabama, a major university. Adelia Green was active in the work at the Fremont Center, and if you did not see her featured in the last exhibit we have, which was wonderful, the settlement, that she was a fantastic person. Also worked with the NAACP, and her fried chicken business was supposed to be the best fried chicken around. Hattie Peace Hemmons, and she's the one who donated her money to the city of Elgin so that we could have the Hemmons Cultural Center that we all know and love, that holds all of these wonderful events constantly. And there's a whole wonderful myriad number of women that are featured in Mike Elf's book. And Karen, I'm sure you're honored to be in it. But they will be in the wall. But the one thing, when Mike Alft closes his book, he talks about the many women who were not featured, who were not written about. And he mentions it as being probably something that we could correct in the future, that there was a lot of women doing fantastic things that did not get press, which led us to talk about why aren't there that many pictures of women? Because these are going to be mainly silhouettes that are in this exhibit. But why weren't there many portraits available? Because women weren't covered very much. And then what we've segued into in this exhibit is talking about the difference from today versus the past. And the women of today, that we have a number of talented women journalists who storytell. There are storytellers, they are part of the process now. And we are honored, and I'm going to read this so I don't forget any of these. We were just bowled over for the people who participated in our exhibit footage. Carol Marine, who everyone knew from, she was a political reporter from from NBC5, but she was also a longtime contributor at WTTW. Brandis Friedman, she's the co-anchor right now at TTW Chicago Tonight. Madhu Krishnamurthy, who is a #1 cover gal from the Daily Herald right now. She's a wonderful columnist that features so many different cultures in our community. Julie Mann, who is now the new public information officer at King County. She used to be the managing editor at WBBM Radio, which has one of the largest listening audiences in Metro Chicago. Stacy Westcott, Chicago Tribune, longtime talented photojournalist. and Amy Carr, who was just the past manager of the Chicago Magazine. And she's done have a lot of other various and very important roles. But they are speaking about what it's like to be a female journalist today, whether they think that coverage is adequate for women today. But it's a wonderful added perspective regarding an exhibit that is featuring women of the past. But we're also talking about current women, and they give advice a little bit maybe to future women and future people. And, so it's a wonderful little enhancement to, and maybe I shouldn't say little, a major enhancement to our women's exhibit this month. So happy to, we will welcome all the visitors who want to come by, but you'll also be able to visit that exhibit online at gailborden.info/women history.
Wonderful, wonderful information. Thank you, Denise, for all of that information. And I'm so excited about this upcoming new exhibit that we are starting on this week. So it's going to be very exciting. It's going to be wonderful, beautiful, and amazing to highlight all of these women. So thank you, Denise, for that information. Be sure to tune in to our next Gbtv Live Just Ends, where it is an episode where you will see newest and greatest items added to the collection. And that is actually on Thursday, March 17th at 3 p.m. So please be there. So I want to give a special thank you to all of our wonderful guests that we have here today. Karen, Denise, Miss Cindy, we appreciate you and appreciate your time of sharing all these wonderful information. And a special thank you to our viewers out there. And that actually completes our Gbtv episode for today. I am your host, Dominique, and I want to say have a wonderful day and take good care.